just want to say that the shit about, if they ask me to sign, say my name don't exist, so many names don't exist, that was one of the most powerful lines that I've heard a rapper say in a really fucking long time.
Then in
Chicago, I see you.
Oh yeah, I had a rocket today, man. We talking about some Chicago artists today. You see this motherfucker over here always rocking the D. So I had to represent the day at least one day. I won't be rocking the hats like that no more. But anyway, Dead in Hip Hop album review, Noname, Room 25. So 2 years ago was I think everybody's first introduction to Noname.
Not necessarily, because I heard her on Mick Jenkins' album.
Mick Jenkins.
Yeah.
She's on another album too. She was on Chance.
Yeah. She was on.
That was her first project.
That was her debut. I feel you, debut project. But I don't remember her on Mick Jenkins.
She was on that. So get comfortable.
Yes,
I didn't remember her on there either until she put that out.
I remember when we reviewed Telephone. I was so blown away by her perspective because it's just so different from any other hip hop female artist that I've listened to, and she doesn't disappoint on this one. However, let me just get this out the way. This one didn't resonate with me like that. It didn't. Every time I listened to it, I couldn't get jiggy with it. I just on this one I couldn't.
This shit tight.
What you mean, like her as a rapping?
No.
The production or what?
See, and I thought I was fucking up. So I went back and listened to Telephone, and I'm like, okay, this is not that different. Like, what am I missing? So, I can't articulate it because I listened to this thing like 5 times. Like, yo, what am I missing? But every time that I was listening to this, I just kind of started to tune her out, and I couldn't receive like her messages on this one the same way I could on Telephone.
And I feel like she was a little bit more, explicit on this one than she was on Telephone. Like she was way more direct on this than she was on Telephone. Like Telephone was PG-13, this was rated R.
I'm not saying that it's a bad project at all. I definitely think it's good. It just, for some reason, it didn't resonate with me, and because of that, I couldn't get into it like that. And at first, I thought maybe it's because some of these joints got no drums in it, But then I went back and after I listened to Telephone, and I compared it to this. I'm like, nah, this shit got drums. This should be banging. I couldn't find it. I said maybe it's the spoken word type of vibe, and I'm like, nah, she did a little bit on Telephone. I'm just like, damn, bro. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And again, that's not taking anything away from Noname and how you guys feel and the fans feel about it. I really can't explain why.
It is what it is, but damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
especially
bro.
after coming off the Telephone.
Yeah,
this is like,
man, this shit is like
This is better than Telephone.
It is. It's like more
she's
thought out and put together, right? Yes.
Yep.
This is fleshed out.
Like you can,
you can realize what she wanted
Right.
to do.
Yeah.
And she executed it perfectly.
Yeah, it's like you can hear the growth. You can clearly hear the growth from Telephone. And like we said, Telephone was a good project, and like just from the jump, I was just like, man. And then the subjects he was touching on, like the whole the black stereotype on the black exploitation. Like that was the beat. Shout out to Phoelix too. He produced the whole thing.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
I think I'm just Phoelix. What's that track? I think it's like number 3. Where she pretty much like gives her interpretation of a dirty cop or corrupted cop, and we know that happens a lot. In the city. It happens a lot on in the city of Chicago. Montego Bay. I like how she played.
That was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope.
I was like that jazzy feel.
Man,
That bass line was
so perfect.
Yes, I was like, man, like. She really had whatever thought she was for this, and she executed this so well, man. Like just from the subject matter, because even the first track sub, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, she's like I told you before. I'm like, okay, this is rated R. This is rated R. Noname. Like this is her growing up. It seemed like she's getting more into her own as a woman on this project. Like you can hear it. You can clearly hear it. I'm just like,
talking
man.
about fucking and talking about how she's problematic. She's gonna fuck me like I'm Oprah.
Right.
Classy bitch.
Talking about sucking dick and shit.
She didn't really do that on television.
Yeah.
Unless I missed it.
No, she didn't. No,
she's really.
Yeah. Well, which I thought was dope. Like the whole line about the pussy and colonism and shit like that.
Right.
That she put on there,
Right.
and you know, I'm like, well, like my ears perked up. I was like, whoa, okay, this what we doing?
Right.
But just the vibe of it all,
Yeah,
the
the vibe.
sound, the singers, the neo soul, the jazz,
The features, like with the Saba features.
yeah.
Smino feature.
Them three was so
They need to just do a project.
and they all from Chicago. They all from Chicago, and like I like how he brought in his like R&B singing type feel, and then her Noname and Saba just fucking murdered
that shit.
I was like, whoa, man. So yeah, and you know me, I'm pretty sure Ken agree. Like I love that jazzy vibe. I like that jazzy feel. I feel like with her flow, I think it's perfect for that. Phoelix did a good job of like matching her production with her rap, like her rhyming style. Like you know how she kind of have that talking to that poetry.
Yeah.
Like he do a
Soft-spoken.
good job of matching.
Creating those pockets for.
Yeah,
You know what she
yeah.
reminds me of a lot?
Who?
Open Mike Eagle.
I can see that. Yeah.
She reminds me
He does that.
a lot
He does that.
of Open Mike Eagle. It's like her delivery, the way she plays with words, and the way she formulates her bars. I was just like, God, those two would be amazing on a song, and I need to
He's
hear
from
that.
Chicago too.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot. I always
And
forget
that's
he's from
what-
Chicago because I always associated him with Project Blowed. So I forget he's from Chicago. But
That's
yeah,
that was about the
I know.
project.
I'm just
yeah.
saying. I just But
Just
yeah,
forgot it,
that's exactly who I hear. Like I wasn't on a telephone review, so I couldn't say it then.
Right.
But it's more so now with this because she's just so poignant with everything she says, and it's like even her bars, like when she's talking about the I fucked your favorite rapper, now he's making better songs. You know, my pussy teach 8th grade English, shit like that. Like that sounds like shit that Open Mike would say, and I'm just like, God, those two are so on the level, and I really wish they would get together and do some music.
I wouldn't be
together.
surprised if they're a fan of each other's music.
I'm sure they are because it's very similar in vibe. And you know I love Open Mike Eagle, so hearing this, I'm like, Jesus, this is an amazing project.
It really is.
It's really fucking dope.
Yeah.
I loved it from the second it started until it ended, man. There wasn't a bad song.
It wasn't. It was short,
35
quick to
35
the
minutes.
point.
Bam, each
Yeah.
track. I like the fact that on the last track, how she kind of pretty much explains like why she called herself No Name. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That
Like
was amazing.
I thought that was really dope
amazing.
because I always thought that. Like when I first heard, it, I'm like, No Name. Okay, why is it No Name? So I'm glad with that title, with that track being titled. I'm like, okay. But yeah, overall, I thought this project I loved it.
I think it's Montego Bay. The way Ray, what's her name? Ravyn Lenae came in.
Her voice is beautiful.
She killed that shit. She killed that shit. It was a perfect setup, like perfect setup into the track. And then the other track, and I don't know if it's Regal or Don't Forget About Me. The one she said, I need D'Angelo on this shit.
Don't forget about it. And don't that sound like some like for a second I can hear D'Angelo come in and singing
feature. Like on the soundtrack, we don't know who it is.
Right.
So I kept wondering, like, damn, is that motherfucker? I was gonna ask you. I was like, is that him? And he's making a cameo and he just didn't get credit for it.
Yeah, but it sounded like it got a D'Angelo vibe to it, like the track soon to hit. I'm like, damn.
She has some up-tempo tracks on here. She had, the more slower, laid-back tracks on here. She had a good balance of that. The sequencing was great. The features fit right in here.
Benjamin
Earl.
Yeah.
But that line about we hooping and we shooting, my niggas are stupid, and he related it to like, depending on where you're from, is how you'll interpret that line. And I was like, what? And then I thought about it. It's like, it's like we're hooping and shooting versus we're shooting. My niggas are stupid, like stupid funny or stupid goofy versus really stupid. I was like, damn, that's a fucking crazy bar. This guy needs a fucking album because I've never heard of him before.
Me neither.
Yeah, I want albums for everybody that was.
I do too. I do too.
I
It
need
makes you
something.
go and look for the people that's on here, and that's and we used to have that feeling back in the day.
Absolutely.
Like you see somebody
If it's
feature,
an
like,
artist that you're a fan of and they fuck with you, like, let me go check out this. Let me go check out.
It gives you that feeling. They whole clique is tight, man.
That's how I was with Redman with EPMD. I was like, if they messing with this guy, let me go check this guy out because he dope.
Right.
Like she was really excited and really wanted people. She just couldn't wait to like put this out into the world.
Yeah, because she's like, I hope y'all listen to it.
Yeah,
Put
she
this out,
tweeted about it and
listen to
everything,
Right.
and it's been getting like high praise from everywhere that I've seen.
But didn't she said something that sounded really defeatist? Like,
Yeah, she did.
What was it? It was something like, I may as well.
I retweeted.
I know she said
this might be my last album. Or
Yeah,
the way y'all consume music.
the way y'all consume music. I may as well.
And I
make this my
retweeted it.
last album.
I retweeted it because I was just like, wow, that's
Because I
kinda
saw
true.
it and I was like, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
Because when I put this on, it immediately takes me back to those open mic nights of just listening to people on stage fucking doing their beat poetry. And then you have the production backdrop that's like beatnik style. I'm just like, this is perfectly matched. So this is one of those albums where, unless you're saying that her delivery is boring, I really can't see a whole lot to critique here. Because she executed this perfectly. But I thought that tweet was really, really interesting.
And it could be like she dropped the album and then like other stuff started to drop around that same time, and I have to look at, so it probably was like, oh, she got overshadowed, like she didn't have that moment fully to herself. That could be it.
Either way, it was a disturbing tweet.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to follow up on that. She needs to make more music because her voice is so unique right now. Like nobody sounds like this really. Yeah. Like I said, except for open mic. And it's not even a direct one-to-one. Right. But it's just like that's the only similarity that I can come up with.
I'm with you, B and Mike. We do need like this balance, you know, in hip hop. And she's a dope MC. Like she said, y'all thought a bitch couldn't rap, huh?
Oh,
you know,
She says it twice.
Yeah.
I still thought a bitch couldn't rap.
I still thought a bitch couldn't rap. That shit about Hillary Clinton was what was dope.
Oh,
yeah. Hot sauce in the purse.
Yeah, with the water. She said something about watermelon too, right?
Watermelon, chicken bone.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
On that track. Yeah, she was going off on that exploitation, man. She was going off.
She killed that fucking
That was the one that had that clip.
The Dolomite.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, why you didn't feel it?
I don't know. Every time I was putting it on, like I just started to just tune it out.
Does it seem like her voice blends in too much with the music?
It can. It does. But I don't want to. I don't want to say that was the reason why I tuned her out or I was tuning it out. Because it didn't matter what setting. It didn't matter if I was just chilling on my phone, listening to it on headphones, if I was driving in the car. It always just kind of felt like background music to me. It didn't.
It's very vibey, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's definitely vibey. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's not bad at all. Again, like, her subject matter, I like it. Like she starts off damn near the album saying that all niggas talk about is rapping about money and good pussy.
Do you have any favorite tracks? Or anything that you liked or kind of liked?
Yeah, I put it to you like this.
Did you like the one with Saba?
Yeah.
Cause he stopped.
Yeah, Ace. Yeah. Blaxploitation was dope. Montego Bay was dope.
Blaxploitation, Don't Forget About Me, Montego Bay, and Part of Me.
Blaxploitation, Ace, Montego Bay, Don't Forget About Me.
Blaxploitation, Regal, Ace, Part of Me, and Noname.
Noname, if you watching. Shit, it ain't you. Trust me, it's not you. It is. This is all me on this one. But yeah, man, this one just didn't. It didn't smack me like you did with the other one. I can't articulate why. I really can't. I've given it a whole bunch of listens. I know that you're dope. I think your music is dope. It just didn't. I can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? It's like water just slipping through, and I don't know why. I can't explain it. But continue to do what you're doing. What I'm saying is not indicative of how dope your album is, really. So
Noname, if you're watching, first of all, don't quit. Second of all, or just to get into my final thoughts is, I love the growth on here. I love the soul, I love the neo soul, I love the jazz. I love everything about the sound of it, the way you're rapping. I love that you state your claim. You know, as a dope ass MC on here. I love that you're open and upfront and vulgar and to the point about stuff. I love the blackness. Like, this just is a dope ass project by you, and I do think it's better than the first one. So keep rapping, keep putting out music, keep doing your thing, and you got a fan here.
Noname, if you're watching, piggyback off Ken. Yes, this is not a lot of people say that your second album is better than your first. Yeah. So you definitely survived the sophomore slump. I like the fact that you was you had a good sense of humor. You was witty on here. Like for you to talk about some dark stuff but still kind of keep it light and funny. Mm-hmm. I think that's dope. As you as an MC. But yeah, I mean, you've been a fan, man, since Telephone and all your features and stuff. So yes, just like Ken said, do not quit. Please keep you making this type of music, keep doing this. Like I love this type of music. So go. And shout out to Phoelix too for the production, man. Y'all mesh very well. I know you done work with him before, and for him to do this whole entire album, good job.
Noname, if you're watching, this is a great project. I think that you had an idea, you planned it out, and you executed it exceptionally. I can't tell you what to improve on because I feel like you already know what to improve on because you did it from your first project to this one. I will say that the track Noname is probably the best track you've done. And it has some of my favorite lines from you. So I appreciate you. I hope that the tweet we saw, I hope the fact that you deleted it means that you don't feel that way anymore because I would love to get more music from you. But if this is all we get, just know that a lot of us out here appreciate it. So good job.